myself. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. So I was chilling, watching this movie, and this lady was talking. It was this relationship. They was in love. It was a sappy love story. I was in my feelings. I was on a Drake type vibe, right? So I'm in my feelings, and I'm watching this love story, and the lady looks at the man, and she's about to break up with him. Like, it was sad. I'm telling you, I know, right? You know how they felt me, right? So the lady looks at the guy, and she tried to explain to him why they should break up. And the guy is trying to explain to her why they should stay together. And she said, well, the problem with us is, I'm a fish and you're a dog. No, it wasn't like that. It was no shade on it. She was giving an example. She said, if a dog and a fish falls in love, where would they live? She said, because the environment that I need is in the water, and the environment you need is on land. So where would we ever live? She's basically saying, like, we're in love with each other, but our environments are different. I say that to say, every person has an environment that your heart needs to feed itself. Every person has an environment that your heart needs to feel alive, to feel joy, to feel happiness, to feel peace. And wherever your environment is where your food is. And when I say food, I'm not talking about what you eat. I'm talking about the thing that satisfies you. The thing that makes you smile, the things that make you come alive. What environment do you need? So let me break it down. The fish, in order to breathe, has to be in water. Y'all understand that. You don't even have to have straight A's to get that. So the fish food is where? In the water. Come on, talk louder than that. Say it with your chest. In the water. In the water. So the fish food is in the water. The dog food is on land. Although the dog can come and visit the water, it can swim, when it's time for the dog to eat, it's got to get out of the water. What I'm trying to tell you is there are certain environments you visit, you enjoy, whether it's hostile, whether you are in an environment that people are not nice to you, whether you're at school and they're bullying you. That might be an environment you visit, but that's not the place that feeds your heart. That's not the place that feeds you love. That's not the environment that feeds you the things that you need to be alive. So you have to learn to spend most of your time in the place that feeds you. Does that make sense? Yes. So when I was watching, I was tripping. Like, the moment she said it, I'm not lying, I was like, woo! Like, that's the noise I make when I get a good idea. That's like my siren. Like, it's about to go down in 3.2 seconds. Like, that's what I want you to do. If I say anything today that you can feel, you got to do what I do. When I get an idea, I'm like, woo! And you got to make that face. Like, you can't even be cute with it. All right. So if at any point I say something that you can vibe with, right? I just need you to come on, do it with me one more time. Just woo! All right, that's what I need. Okay, so the fish, y'all got that? The fish and the dog, they cannot live. So what I'm trying to tell you is, for every person, your heart has an environment that feeds it. That feeds it what it needs to be excited. Like, yo, I love Beyonce. Like, before Jay-Z stole her from me, y'all excuse me. This is my time back. We was kicking it back in Destiny's Child days. Bills. That was when we was going through it. I didn't have a job at the time. Couldn't really pay for stuff. So, I love Beyonce. I love her. I would pay to go to a concert. But here's the problem, right? If I went to the basketball game to see LeBron James and they said, tonight Beyonce's starring in place of LeBron, I got a problem. Because the basketball court is not Beyonce's environment. Although she sings in arenas. The environment for Beyonce, like, yo, put a mic in your hand, not a ball. The environment for LeBron James is a basketball. You got that? What I'm trying to tell you is the place that celebrates you is your environment. If you can get around friends that make you come alive, that make you feel good, that laugh so hard until it hurts, that's your environment. Like, you don't want to live in an environment. There we go. I almost cried, my man. You want to live in an environment that celebrates you. So, although you love LeBron James, although you love Beyonce, each of them have an environment that celebrates them and says, in this environment, we love you. But if you're in another one, now I like Jay-Z. That's my man, 100 grand. But if I went in service and I heard today that instead of Pastor Murray, Jay-Z preaching, I'm like, nah. because the stage or the service is not his environment. I think you got it now. That for every person there is an environment that celebrates you. This is my environment. You can wake me up out of my sleep and I can do this because the environment I create when I'm by myself is the environment that celebrates me when I'm in a crowd. I'll say it again. The environment you create when you are by yourself, if you are confident, if you speak good words to yourself, if you are loving to yourself, that when you go into an environment of other people, that same environment celebrates you. I think they're getting it. My God, I think we've got it. Okay. So, I don't want to be too long on this point.
Keep going.
Okay, so one of my favorite books, right, is my twin brother wrote it. It's a bestseller. Y'all might have heard of it. It's a thing called the Bible. So, y'all know my brother? So it says something. It's Matthew chapter 22, verse 37, and it says, basically, Jesus is getting an argument with this lawyer, right? They going back and forth, and I think he was about to swing on him, but he was like, I ain't even going to get down like that because we in church. But if we wasn't in church, you mother, like, he calmed himself down, right? So Jesus getting an argument with this man, and the man was like, yo, what I got to do to be saved? And Jesus was like, yo, you know the commandments, you know what they saying, like you already know. He was like, do I need to pull my pants up? No, I ain't tripping on that. Do I need to be holy? No, I ain't tripping on that. Do I need to stop drinking? You probably should, but I ain't tripping on that. So what do you need to do? Jesus said, hey, all you got to do is what I'm going to tell you right now. Matthew 22, verse 37, he says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. Like, that's it? Straight up, that's all I got to do? You're like, yeah, you're good. You're good. Keep pimping. So, I'll break this down for you. He says, love the Lord your God with all. Now, y'all ain't even going to lie. When that thought hit my head, I was like, ooh. Yo, this scripture right here, yo, it's on a whole nother level. Like, it's too much for me to even deal with. So, since my twin brother wrote it, I'm going to break it down for you. The first part of it says, love the Lord your God with all. Like, we gotta pause right there. We gotta back that thing on up like Juvenile for the 992 thing. Y'all weren't more there. Your mom and daddy was just looking at each other like get ready. All right. So, first statement, it says, can you say it with me? Love the Lord your God with all.
Love the Lord your God with all.
That part right there is like, it's next level. All? The question I've got to ask you, have you ever given your all to anything? Like have you ever thrown yourself completely? And when I say throw yourself, I'm talking about like you don't reserve any part of yourself. You're giving to it or giving to them is like giving to yourself, like zero selfishness. Have you ever, if you haven't, you owe it to yourself before you leave this earth to give your all to something. Like that you give to it and it gives to you. Like at the same time, have you ever given all? I'm talking about whatever it is that you love the most. Like, can y'all go there with me for a second? Like, if you were to close your eyes and picture it, like, what is the thing that you can give all? Like, I'm not talking about a little bit. I'm not talking about rationing the portion. I'm talking about every part of you is engaged in it. Your time, your energy, your effort, your positivity. And even when it don't feel good, even when you don't feel like it, I still give all. I'm sleepy, I'm tired, I ain't really rocking with you. I ain't feeling you like that, but you still get all. Like, have you ever given anything, schoolwork, basketball, sports, whatever your vibe is, music, art, have you ever, friendship, that you heard that they said something about you, but you're like, nah, I can't say nothing bad about them, because I'm all good. There we go. We're working at about a 6. We got to get to a 10 before I leave. We got to get to a 10. This is what I need you to understand. This is what I need you to understand. There's a part of us that wants, needs, and desires love. But there's also another part of us that's selfish. So the tug of war in every person is, how do I suppress my need to take care of myself and trust a person to give them all and they give it back to me. The exchange back and forth. Back and forth. Like I give you something and you give me something. I look crazy swatting air. But if you put your hand out and snap me up, it gives me what I need. That's what life is. It's the exchange of something. Back and forth. Like, let's keep with this example because y'all a smart crowd. I love y'all. I can tell all of y'all are straight A students. Few of y'all might be. Come on. Bad day. All right, so let's use this example because the way my mind works, like sometimes I just be on some real live. Okay, so y'all see this plug right here in the wall, right? That thing is really pointless for the most part until I find something that needs power to plug into it. So all day long I can walk past it, don't pay attention to it. But on the day that I need to call someone, if my cell phone's going dead, it immediately meets a need that I have. This is what life is about. It is your ability to find the environment we talked about earlier and to plug into it. And it's not just about you plugging into it. It's you giving it something and it giving you something in return. Makes sense? So I've been on this kick. I don't know if y'all follow your boy on IG. It's cool if you don't. I think you should. At Marcus Y. Rosier, you know, the unashamed plug. You wouldn't say J without the Z. Don't say Marcus Rosier without the Y. Okay, so, and I've been talking about this thing, spoil what spoils you, is what I keep telling everybody. Like, spoil what spoils you and ignore what ignores you. Yeah, like when I say spoil what spoils you, there are certain things and people that treat us well and we ignore them. Like we ignore our mother, we ignore our father, we ignore these people who come every week early and take care of us, but then we spend time running after people that ignore us. When I say spoil what spoil, like we texting people that ain't really, like we text them some long sweet message, hey, just think about you, wanted to tell you, hey, I hope that you have a great day, and third period. And you say, all right. He meant by this. Like all these things. And this is how I picture y'all on. What you think he meant by this? All day long you just bugging. You bugging out. Because now your whole energy, every part of your environment is shaped around something that's ignoring you. Like, I'm trying to get you to a place, when I say spoil what spoils you, there is something that you do, I don't know what it is, like, y'all help me, what you like doing, sweetheart? Eating food. I love that, you're my best friend. So, I'm a crab cake and salmon type of boy myself. Like, yo, if I get a good crab cake, so, when I say spoil what spoils you, I'm not just talking about food, but whatever your thing is, I want you to find something that while you're doing it, you're satisfied. What you like doing?
What if you have many talents?
That's fine too. I have many talents. I write. I'm creative. I'm insane in my head. There's so many different things that I do. I'm a music guy, man. If you turn some music all the way up, like I'm on a whole nother vein.
I'll make some beats.
I need believe that I need that. What I'm trying to tell you is there are certain things that while you're doing it, it's giving back to you. All right, so I can't spend too much time. So I'm still on all, but I will say this: if you don't remember anything else, you owe it to yourself. This ain't about anybody else. To give yourself, to give all to something, to someone. The beauty of love, man, like to know that you, even if the person betrays you or fails you, you don't want to stop being you because someone was being them. And I'll explain. You are loving, caring, considerate, forgiving. Another person might be selfish. You don't want to start being them because they broke your heart, because they frustrated you. Don't let a person change you. You remember earlier when I started with the example of the fish and the dog? You don't want to adjust yourself and the fish start trying to be the dog. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to adjust the nature of I'm a giver by nature. If you got a problem, I'm trying to figure it out. I know that. So I would come out better blocking people from my environment than me shifting my environment because they made me feel some type of way.